It's time to talk about the news. For all you day one viewers out there, you guys will have to forgive me. I'm a little bit late to the punch here for this episode. It is a bit late in the day. I got lost in the sauce about this theory here in the episode for a brawler fitting into the Finx trio, which of course we will be getting into. But once again, very briefly, checking back in with the community event going on right now. It's free alert, free alert. We didn't check in on yesterday's reward. Seeing that we all are aware of the community event going on right now, we're getting free stuff every single day. I found it kind of redundant talking about it a crap ton every single day, right? You guys know I like to be useful, and I'm sure a lot of you guys already know that we're getting some of this stuff. But this one's actually pretty dang funny. I remember at the release of the event, I said I would get a little bit butthurt if we ended up getting that one gem out of the 111 or 111, and yet again, we got the freaking one. But it turned into something a little bit more significant. If you keep going through it, and I'm sure you guys did this, you can get 5 free chaos drops. If you didn't, make sure to do it, man. But then other than that, checking in what came out today, we got a brand new spray. Nothing crazy, but where the hype comes in is what's coming out potentially tomorrow, and I have a good feeling it's going to be a predetermined reward, not a random one. So we already completed what we have going on today. We got the sushi drops, the angelic and demonic star drops, but what I'm interested in is what's going to be coming tomorrow, and that is finally Finx, the brawler advertised for this community event. You can get Finx for free. And I think the theory that we go over here in this episode today is correct. We should get Finx for free, and I'll get into why. It might make sense that we'll be getting a new brawler fitting into the Finx trio next update, along with, I'm guessing, that 100th brawler that we've talked about in length on the channel. So to start off this fun theory, I was browsing around Brawl Stars the other day and I stumbled across a short from Brawl Reflex. Huge fan of Brawl Reflex. He's such a nice guy. I actually was able to meet him in person during Worlds. So cool, dude. I love him. He's amazing. But in the short, he ended up talking about why it makes sense for a new brawler in the Finx trio to come out in this next update, the February update. So of course, I looked a little bit more into it. Why would it make sense? Could it make sense? And I think it does. So I've said this so many times in these Brawl News episodes, but when it comes to like speculating and predicting future updates, content coming around the corner, it's pretty apparent that the Brawl Stars dev team likes to follow patterns. One in particular that happens a lot more than you'd expect is brawler family members being filled up on anniversary dates of the last one, or sometimes like 2 years ago, especially if that brawler family has a theme tied to like a holiday or a specific time during the year. A great and more recent example can be seen in the Oddities Shop trio, with Gigi and Juju both being released in the month of October, seeing that they are like really closely tied to like creepy stuff like Halloween. It just fits that vibe, you know, being released around then. There's a lot more examples as well, much like the Swamp of Love trio, with an exception to Allie, but we had Willow as well as Angelo released in the month of February when Valentine's Day is, seeing that the trio is all about love. They're very love bomby. And the list goes on and on. The Deep Sea trio, all 3 members released in the month of June. Most of the Ghost Station trio were also released in October. You guys catch my drift. It happens a lot. Which brings us to the whole new brawler fitting into the Finx family theory going on right now, seeing that we are coming up on Finx's release date anniversary. This next update will be exactly 1 year ago to when Finx was released. February 22nd, the February Brawl Talk, which we are coming up on. Now, that's not the only evidence that we have to kind of help support this theory. Finx was also released during like a significant holiday or event around that time is Ramadan. I feel like pretty much so every single year around Ramadan, the Brawl Stars dev team has some sort of significant theme that comes out to celebrate. Much like Sands of Time a few years ago, as well as Dark Sands last year during the Finx update. Now, with that in mind, circling back to the current community event going on right now for a few really fun possibilities with the potential for Finx coming to the game for free, right? I'm pretty certain we are going to be getting Finx for free because of a brand new practice that I think worked out really, really well for the dev team. The only time I can recall getting a free brawler during a community event can be seen in the Scary Doors or the Random Doors event that just happened recently. We were able to get Lumi for free. Now, seeing that during the Stranger Things collab, we are getting a very cool Lumi skin, L Lumi, for the Brawl Pass season. It made sense to give everyone Lumi for free so that they're more enticed to purchase the Brawl Pass for their brand new brawler to get a new skin, you know? So mark my words, if we do end up getting Finx for free, I think it's by design and there's something significant for Finx coming out in the next update. And I think there's two possibilities. It could be another skinned theme around like that Ramadan-esque vibe that I just mentioned a little bit ago. Or what I'm feeling and what I think makes a lot of sense based on like matching up brawler families with anniversary dates is we might be getting a new brawler fitting into that Finx trio. Kind of mirroring what happened last year during the Finx update, right? Getting Finx kind of fitting that aesthetic, that vibe. I'm assuming we'll get a theme that's also kind of similar to it next update and maybe a brawler, much like the last update. Now, for any of this to work, I'm pretty sure the very first brawler that's going to be released in the next update is going to be that Brawler 100, that significant ultra legendary brawler, but then the next one maybe in the Finx trio. You guys have to let me know what you're thinking on that one. It's a really, really interesting theory, I do say. But with that out of the way, we have a few other important things that I'd like to go over here at the tail end of this Brawl News episode. Chosen ended up reporting over on the BrawlStar social medias, I believe Instagram. I could be wrong about that, but it looks like the dev team ended up recording that brand new episode after a very long time of Time to Explain, the podcast. That's usually really, really exciting and entertaining to watch when it comes to sneak peeks and just the future of Brawl Stars. It's a good watch. Can't wait for it to come out. I would assume it'd be very, very soon. Next up, moving along to another thing right around the corner, and seeing that we literally were talking about like seasonal stuff and like reoccurring events. We're getting another one announced in the Brawl Talk. Valentine's should be coming out here very, very soon, seeing that we are approaching Valentine's Day right around the corner. Now, I just want to throw this out there. We ended up getting that community event last year for Valentine's Day, celebrating it, the First Kiss campaign, where we were trying to find a match for Bo, who Bo would kiss for his Valentine. But we ended up getting some good rewards in that community event. I don't know if it's going to happen this time around, seeing that we are currently getting this community event. Most of the Brawl Talks in recent years has one community event right before Brawl Talk to kind of drive hype to the game, getting ready for the update. It's kind of just an ongoing practice that they do. But we are going through the one that we are currently going through right now, so I'm not sure if they would do 2 community events before the next Brawl Talk. We'll have to wait and see. Could be wrong about that. You never know. Either way, I'm assuming there's going to be something fun in-game for Valentine's Day. So maybe free stuff. We'll have to wait and see. And then the final thing I wanted to mention, checking back in over here at the Supercell Make campaign. It's been a minute since we talked about it. I think we just talked about it one time around the time it was released, but it is starting to wrap up here, ladies and gentlemen. The submissions are going to be closing on January 21st and voting opening on the same exact date. So we're getting very, very close there. And then in the month of February, things will be wrapping up with the winners being announced. Can't wait to see what ends up winning for a big batch of brawlers here and what theme they're going to make sense to be fitting into. It's giving me vibes of that superhero Supercell Make campaign where they came out just with like 5 different brawlers fitting into a particular theme. It's been a while since Supercell Make campaigns were good for like predicting themes for future updates, but things have changed a little bit in Brawl Stars. The themes aren't as like crazy important to like lore in Brawl Stars and stuff like that. But yeah, that's just about all I got for you guys here in this episode today. Let me know what y'all are thinking. I'd appreciate that so much. And we'll be talking super soon. Love you guys. Have a great rest of the day. Take care.